This is the coldest time in Austria during winter. You don't only have to ski. Despite being the country's greatest and biggest sport, there are plenty of other activities for sightseeing and adrenaline action. When the freshly green alpine meadows and the trailpans of the alpine mountain peaks become coated in snow, winter in Austria becomes an entirely different landscape to play on. Over 15 regions in Austria have established environmentally friendly activities that get visitors closer to nature, proving that there is much more to Austria's ski resorts and the surrounding areas, and that winter holidays in Austria don't have to be limited to traditional ski days. While the places to visit in Austria in winter are plentiful, Tyrol tops list as the go-to adventure playground for this season. The Kitzbühel Alpen region is one of them, and is a great place to start. Tyrol is undoubtedly synonymous with skiing, yet what many do not realize is the scope of other activities that you can engage in throughout your time here. Whether you are a hiker, an outdoors adrenaline enthusiast, or a small-town explorer, you certainly won't be bored here when an Austrian winter season means getting to grips with its vast alpine arena via a host of alternative activities. And even if you decide to ambitiously ski Austria this season, maybe you might just be tempted to take to the powder differently on one of those days. The all too important questions about when to visit Austria in a season centered around snowfall. What months does it snow in Austria? When is the best time for a winter vacation in Austria? How cold does it get in the Alps? The coldest month in Austria is January, since temperatures typically begin to slowly rise from February. Temperatures can get into the minus degrees quickly, and even down to minus 20 or more. However, Austria weather differs as you move across the country and its varied landscapes. In the valley areas like Tyrol, snowfall can begin as early as November and last until March, where you will often hear about people enjoying the last of the spring snow while the valley beds emerge in green below. Austria in December is considered a peak time of the year, where winter in the Alps and its valleys can be easily combined with festive activities in the big cities, like the Christmas markets in Vienna and Salzburg. The Kitzbühel Alpen is one of the best places to visit in Austria in winter, with over 1,000 kilometers of slopes and activity areas. It covers the 4 regions of Brixental, St. Johann in Tyrol, Hosav, and Pillersiedel in the Kitzbühel area, which includes 20 traditional Tyrolean villages. St. Johann is in the middle, with accessible train and bus links to surrounding areas. A fat bike is a specially designed winter bike with oversized tires up to 4 inches wide, giving adrenaline junkies access to some of the Kitzbühel Alpen's 400 kilometers of biking tracks. I sampled the fat bike monster machine in Kirchberg, cutting through fresh snow, gliding downhill in the alpine forests, and grappling with multi-inclined and curling tracks that landed me right into the heart of the wilderness away from the slopes. Many Austrians will attest to tobogganing being as much a part of their winter escapades and in their blood as ski. As one of the typical winter activities in Austria, everyone has tried it and knows it, because every winter season is not complete without this must-do, much-loved tradition. One of the best things to do in Austria, you'll see children as young as 5 years old jump on the wooden sleigh chairs, ready to whirl down the mountain in a speedy spiral. As an adrenaline junkie, I found it both exhilarating and, at times, completely frightening. It takes a while to learn how to control your toboggan, especially around the very precarious mountain track edges. Be prepared to take a tumble and for your feet to be tested as your only form of braking. The Kitzbühel Alpen attracts athletes from all over the world who converge on the lands of Tyrol for a biathlon, a skiing event that combines cross-country skiing and rifle shooting. But outside of the championships that have been held here, it doesn't mean you can't try a biathlon in Austria too. Well, a taster of it, at least. With 700 kilometers of cross-country tracks and 750 kilometers of prepared cross-country ski trails, Tyrol is scattered with different gradients of ground from flat to challenging. It's ideal for classic and skating style, and has a network of plowed and secured trails for those wanting to embark on winter hiking. Set up a small circuit for a light-hearted competition, skating in teams back and forth in a relay. In the afternoon, we leisurely hiked through inches and inches of pure white, powdery snow and up some light hills, which involved a few soft and giggle-induced tumbles. It's much harder to try to pull the cross-country skis through knee-deep snow and climb. Snowshoes were once the tool of hunter-gatherers during the cold season, and over time have been adapted to become a means for rambling through snowy forests. For those who love a winter walk, this activity makes for some great offbeat exploration as part of your vacation in Austria. Snowshoes, which you strap onto your winter boots, have a large surface area to enable you to walk through thick snow and explore completely off track, a more relaxed means of getting out the secluded corners of Tyrol, where you can explore the area of Kirchberg. Hanging out with llamas makes for one of the more unique things to do in Austria. Whether in sun and snow, these animals reside all year round in the Pillerseidl region, and you can go trekking with them as your trusty guide, spending a few hours to a full day in the Fieberbrunner Mountains. Native to South America, the llamas can be found feeling very at home in the Kitzbühel Alpen, wandering the slanting alpine meadows and tiny villages. It is said they make great hiking companions with distinct intelligent and funny personality traits, which can sense and therefore counteract stress. It might appear gimmicky, but everyone enjoys getting up close to some of nature's cuddest creatures. For more insight into how it feels to have a llama as your trekking friend, I thoroughly enjoyed and laughed out loud reading this witty read on llama trekking in Tyrol in The Guardian. Schnapps is a long-standing tradition in Tyrol since the 1700s, of family recipes handed down from generation to generation. 5 million kilograms of farm-fresh fruit are used each year to produce the handcrafted schnapps from the thousands of craft distilleries scattered across the region. It's what gives Tyrol its stamp of quality. In this case, standing in front of a vat that looked like a time machine as you would normally do, but presented with a box of tiny vials of liquid, each with a very different and distinct scent. From this, you could work out which you liked, and the corresponding schnapps flavor would be given to you to try, later accompanied with tasty spare ribs. Winter in Austria is generally from December to February, although there may be some cold spells with snow in November and March too.